Yo, Married at First Sight Australia Season 13, Episode 34. This is the craziest episode of the season, hands down. We find out that when the couples were getting matched, there were other matches considered, other potential matches, y'all. And in this episode, everybody comes face to face with their potential match. If you're watching this and you're in a relationship and you're loyal, maybe you've seen someone thought, hey, they're attractive, you know, they look good. But you probably tell yourself, hey, we're not compatible. But imagine knowing that you are compatible. A bunch of experts looked at what you're into, what that other person's into, what you're attracted to, your personalities, your core beliefs, and it lines up. Yeah, scandalous. Yo, let's talk about it. Married at First Sight, Australia. Kylie Minogue, Hugh Jackman, Iggy Azalea. We got singles whose dating life's been a failure. Let's meet them. We got Rachel, we got Steven, we got Alissa, David, Julia. We got Chris and Grace and Juliet. Another Chris and Rachel, Gia. We got Becca, Rebecca, Philip and Stella, Brooke, Mella, Luke, Joel. Who else do we got? Steve. Danny and Scott. The drama's a lot, but there's love to be found. Stephanie Tyson, we holding it down. Bounce. This the recap. Grab a drink, get a savory or a sweet snack, and sit back as we unpack what happened, like back to back. Let's go, bro. So we open up with Alissa and David. And yo, they're not doing too good. Alissa says she feels blindsided because yesterday at the commitment ceremony, David told the experts about how Alissa doesn't really listen to him. And he also told him about an instance where she called him a weak man. Yeah. So she's going, yo, I feel blindsided. You don't voice your concerns. You need to speak up. I low-key feel like I don't know you. The whole time she's saying this, right? The whole time she's yapping, homeboy's trying to speak. He's trying to communicate. And she's just chatting over him loudly. He's like, sorry, I blindsided you. But the thing is, babe, she cuts him off. Like, you need to talk to me. Girl, he's trying. Yo, this reminds me of like my family, right? It's like 5 siblings, everybody's loud. If you come through when you want to say something and you're patiently waiting for your turn, you're going to be waiting forever. You just need to jump in, okay? Just say what you want to say. You could tell David don't come from a big family because she just be drowning him out, bro. Yo, in this episode, it's crazy because we get to see the most unlikely, unexpected team up of 2026, Gia and Beck, bro. So Gia and Beck are at a bar, right? They're doing up drinks, chopping it up, and they're having a blast, okay? So apparently after last night's commitment ceremony, Beck felt rubbish because she told Danny she loves him and he hasn't said it back. Gia feels bad because Scott told the experts he was scared to keep it 100 with her, you know, because of how she'll react and stuff. They both kind of bonded over this, you know, and they went, forget the men, let's have a girly hangout. So here they are, they're kicking it. They're bashing their dudes. Beck's like, yo, I cook, I clean, I'm a good wife, and Danny only gives me that pipe once a week. And according to her, her ideal number would be like 5 times a week. Please drop your ideal number in the comments. No, I'm playing. And you know what? In the real world, I get it, okay? I get it. There's a lot going on. You've got jobs, social events, hobbies. Maybe there's kids involved. You know what I'm saying? You're tired. Before you know it, it's like mad days have gone by without getting none. But on a show like this, okay, when you're given this beautiful honeymoon and then you move into these banging apartments, you've got no real commitments, no noise from the outside world. You're in this bubble with this one person. I feel like there should be a lot of getting it on going on. You feel me? I feel like that would be the main activity. Like, what else are we doing? The camera crew would have to be like, hey, guys, hey, Maya, this is getting a bit too explicit. You know, we can't show this on TV. Y'all need to chill. But yo, it's not just the hooking up that Beck has a problem with. Apparently, it's also how Danny looks. Apparently, she thinks he looks like a frog. And she thinks Scott's nose is too pointy. She thinks her and Gia are the catch. And these men are not appreciating all the awesomeness that they have to offer. They're getting tipsy. They're talking trash about Danny and Scott. Meanwhile, the boys are super confused. Danny's thinking, yo, after all that drama with Gia, why would Beck go drinking with her? Okay. When Gia goes back to the apartment, Scott's like, yo, I called you. asked you where you were at, and you lied to me. I could hear Beck in the background talking crazy. Gia's like, yeah, I didn't want to tell you because you don't drink and you hate it when I drink. Scott's like, what are you talking about? I don't mind you drinking. I just don't think you should be kicking it with Beck because she is toxic as hell. They go back and forth a bit, and Scott's like, I'm trying. I have feelings for you and I want to fall in love, but you're making it so hard. Hey, props where props are due. Gia does apologize. They both get a bit emotional, tears and whatnot, and they hug it out. Over at Danny and Beck's joint, Beck sobered up, and she's like, yo, I said a few wild things about Danny last night, and I kind of regret it. They patch things up, hug it out, all good. Aight, now it's time for the final test. They all receive letters from the experts. Like, fellas, y'all get to hang out. Ladies, y'all get to hang out, okay? It's the final test. It's gonna be super confronting. They're all trying to figure it out. Like, what's the test? What's going on? Aight, so the ladies are all looking super fresh. They rock up to this beautiful location. Table all laid out, delicious food on deck. And on each plate, right, there's a little name tag. Over at the boys, they clock it immediately because one of the name tags is like a girl's name, right? And they're like, wait a minute, who that? They find a little note letting them know what's going down. So during the whole application thing, the experts, the producers, they matched everyone up, and there was more than one match. So now they're getting to meet their potential matches, their alternatives, to find out if the grass is greener on the other side. Ooh! The dudes are freaking out. They're like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be there. They don't want to do this. But Danny's like, yo, this is not about looking for other options. It's a task. Think of it as a business meeting. We kick it with the girls, get some feedback, get some female perspective on our relationships. The guys are like, all right, cool, bet, let's do that. Meanwhile, over at the girls, it's a whole different kind of energy. They're all super excited. Like, yo, we get to kick it with some other dudes. Beck's like, yo, if I'd have known, I would have worn something a little bit flyer. You know what I'm saying? Something a little bit more flattering. Yo, even Stella's like, yo, I don't mind chopping it up with some other dude. But Philip, he got nothing to worry about. Because if I'm with him, then I'm with him. Bars. The only girl freaking out is Rachel. She's like, yo, what if Steve is matched up with someone gorgeous? What if she's better than me? And he starts getting second thoughts, which is funny to me because the last person on his show who would ever slip up like that is Steve-O. Even if our boy was matched up with a goddess, okay? Homeboy is way too nice and way too socially awkward to like mess things up. Personally, I don't even think Rachel is like his perfect match, but I think he spent so much time with her and he's comfortable around her. He can relax a lot more around her and just be himself, and that's cool. It would take him a long time to get to that level with somebody else. Alright, so let's meet the potential matches. Let's start with the ladies. So this is Shannon. She's 37 years old. She's linked up with Philip. Looks-wise, I can 100% see her with Philip. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how some couples kind of look alike? Yeah, that's these two. They, like, look like a couple. Like, I can see them walking in together. This is Crystal. She's been matched up with David. So in an alternate reality, this is who David would have been rocking with. Homegirl is fiery. If she'd been on the show, I think her and Gia would have clashed because she's just like, This is Stephanie, and she's been matched up with our boy Steve-O. I love them glasses, man. Oh, she's super cute. And, we don't get to see much of her personality, but I don't think she's as emotionally intense as Rach. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe they would have been a dope pairing. This is Chanel. She's Danny's link. And looks-wise, I feel like Danny would have been all over that. Right? This is Laura. She's Scott's match. And first impressions, she seems cool. But Scott is obsessed with Gia's over-the-top femininity. Like, he loves that he can do up thirst traps with her and whatnot. And in that regard, homegirl got nothing on Gia. But on the other hand, the toxicity and drama is a lot. Maybe Laura's a bit more chill. So, The guys meet the ladies. It's good vibes, man. But Scott is bugging out. He's like, I feel sick. I feel sick. Like, just being in the presence of this chick makes him feel weird, like he's cheating or something. So he gets up, goes to the bathroom. David's also feeling some type of way. He's like, yo, I'm strapped. I'm a married man. I can't engage. And he also gets up and joins Scott in the bathroom. And so now the two of them are just hiding away in there, talking about how much they love Gia and Alissa. Now, ladies, please let me know in the comments, okay? Be honest. Is this how you'd want your partners to react? Would this make you fall even deeper in love with them? You know, because they're not engaging. They're not entertaining their potential matches. They're just thinking about you. Is this like the greenest flag ever? Like, I don't know. Because for me, right, tables turned, you're my girl, and you're meeting your potential soulmate. If we're in a good relationship, then I trust you 100%. Kick it with a dude. Have a great time. This dude got matched up with you for a reason. So obviously you're gonna get along. And if we've been together for a minute, then there's ups and downs, things you only find out after really getting to know someone, you feel me? And with this dude, it's more like a first date situation. So it's him showing you the best version of himself. So worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario, it makes you question everything. It makes you question our relationship. And maybe we talk about it. We come out of it stronger, right? Or maybe you just can't shake those doubts and it leads to us breaking up. That's the worst case. That's the worst case. But even in the worst case scenario, at least we now both know that our joint wasn't as solid as we thought it was. Best case scenario though, the whole thing makes you appreciate what we got going on. If I found out that you were hiding in the bathroom, even if you told me you did it out of respect for me and our relationship, there's a little part of me, man. There's a little part of me that would overthink the whole thing. I'd be thinking maybe you didn't trust yourself, okay? Maybe you were protecting yourself from catching feelings or finding the dude attractive. Maybe you were feeling homeboy and you were like, I just don't trust myself. I can't be around him. Because it's not just about I trust my girl and she trusts me. It's also about, do I trust myself, right? I think I've told you guys before that I work as a songwriter, right? Primarily for rappers. And back in the day, I was in a relationship, but I was also working with female rappers and singers. I'm talking about me with a baddie in a studio, helping her write and rap a song about throwing it back and getting it popping. And we'd have fun, you know what I'm saying? But I keep it professional because I was in a monogamous relationship. And I know how thirsty dudes be when they're working with these artists. And I wanted to build a reputation as someone that wasn't like that. And there were some dicey situations, okay? Some dicey situations, but I always kept it professional. I trusted myself enough to know that I could be in those scenarios and it would be all right. But I have a few girls, right? One in particular who I was in an on and off situationship with, right? And every time she'd go, hey, let's meet up, come to my place, let's catch up. If I was in a relationship, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't put myself in that situation because the only thing me and homegirl were good at was getting it on, okay? And I didn't trust myself to be alone with her and be like, yo, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Because, you know, muscle memory and whatnot. So that's where my mind would go. If you said I was hiding in the bathroom because I didn't want to be in that situation, I'd be thinking it's because you don't trust yourself around that dude. You don't trust that you're not going to slip up, okay? You don't trust yourself. You think you might catch yourself flirting, you know, say checking them out or doubting what we have or whatever, right? I'm just saying. Let's check in on the ladies and see who their matches are. Alright, so this is Connor, and he's matched up with Alissa. Homeboy looks like Milo from that Disney Atlantis movie, right? And he's super confident. He steps into the room like, hey, someone out there told me that I could find my future wife in here. Her name's Alissa, and Alissa is beaming. She's like, ah! You can see like every single one of her teeth. This is Ignatius, epic beard, dope vibe. He's been matched up with Rachel. And yo, she seems visibly uncomfortable. Like maybe she's gonna go to the bathroom as well. This dude has been matched up with Stella. I don't remember his name, okay? If you do, please throw it in the comments. But I can see why he got matched up with Stella. You know, both of them are really good at just observing. This is Taylor. He's been matched up with our Beck. This is James. He's been matched up with Gia. And yo, homeboy is a problem. We check back in on the boys, and Scott and David are still in the bathroom. They're still in the bathroom, bro. The girls are fuming like, yo, that's just rude. One of them says exactly what I was talking about, right? She goes, if you're truly happy in your relationship, you can sit down and talk to a woman. And if your wife's gonna be that upset, then it's a problem. Danny's having a blast, man. The girl he's been matched up with is the opposite of Beck. She's super chill. She's locking in that eye contact. And Danny's like, yo, it's super nice just to have some peace. Philip and Steve are keeping it friendly, you know what I'm saying, having a good time. After a while, Philip's like, hey, I'm gonna dip. Nice to meet you. David and Scott scurry out the bathroom and join Philip. Danny's like, hey, pull them chairs closer, pull them closer. Let's all just kick it, man. Let's have a good time. And yo, he's having a blast. Good vibes. Everybody's cracking up. Now, we don't know about behind the scenes or whatever, but on camera, Danny doesn't say anything bad about Beck. He doesn't disrespect her. He's not trashing out anything. He's just being funny and loud, and the vibes are vibing. Now, back with the ladies, Alissa is being disrespectful. Homegirl is disrespecting David. She tells a dude, yo, you are very different to my husband. She goes, what's your star sign? He goes like, you know, some fire sign or whatever. She's like, I can tell. I'm an Aries. My husband David's a Libra. She goes, I get a bit bored. I'm not 100% sure about our relationship. I'm at like 70%. 70%. Yo, the experiment's almost done. What do we got? Like 3 more episodes left? And homegirl's like, I am at 70%. Yo, Beck is also low-key dissing Danny. She goes, I just want someone who wants to bang me, bro. Because my husband ain't on it like that. But the craziest exchange, right? The craziest exchange is between Gia and her dude. She asks him how much money he makes, okay? Because apparently she only dates men who pay for everything. She says that. I only date men who pay for everything. She goes, I want to be a trophy wife. That's my vibe. And he's like, yeah, I'm cool with that. Gia opens up about Scott throwing her under the bus at the commitment ceremony and about him not saying he loves her back. And homeboy's like, you should marry me instead. He's like, I'll wait for you. I'll wait another year if I have to. She's like, a year? Bro, I'm done in a week. She's like, you can find me online. The disrespect, the unmitigated gall. Homeboy gives her his number, right? She's like, I don't want it. I don't want it. Beck gets the number and goes, I'll give it to her later when she needs it. Yo, this was insane. Alright, so that was the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. Please give the video a like. It really do be helping with the algorithm-y stuff. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'll be back with the next joint. Till then, you take care of yourself, fam, because I love you.